The finalist and one of the winners, the winner of the Endurance Award, we have Jeff Clark from the Clark School, and he's also brought with him his headmaster for the day, Lucas McNamee. So welcome, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Thanks for having us.
It's my pleasure. So first, you want to remind our listeners what the Clark School is all about?
Well, we're an independent private school in Danvers, Massachusetts. We have been around for 35 years. We have a student population from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. And we are sort of a school for kind of everybody else. Students who need a little bit of flexibility in their schedule, students who may have some learning challenges, or students who don't exactly fit into the standard public school environment.
It's most kids.
But yeah, I would like to think so. Yes.
I'd like to think so also, but the problem is that they now force, what is it, the 85% of the population into a 100% model, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So how did the school get started in the first place?
Sharon Clark, my mother and founder of the school, it was her 5th school. She and my father, Ron Clark, moved to Massachusetts, and they were looking to develop a school that fulfilled 2 requirements that were sorely missed at the time. One, being able to transition mid-year, because back in the late 70s and early 80s, you would enter into a school and you'd be stuck there until the summer, and you could make a change during the summer. Or they were also looking to meet new types of students like myself, dyslexic students or students with special ed needs, and they developed the school with that in mind, particularly in an environment that was a very competitive, for lack of a better word, snooty private school experience. They were trying to provide something for everybody else.
Interesting. Now, it's true, most people aren't born with perfect abilities to learn or the similar abilities to learn. And so you're really taking what could be very bright people who just aren't functioning in a system that's not flexible, and giving them a flexible approach so that they can really conduct their lives in a proper way and develop through their, let's say, limitations and build on their strengths.
Well, I find quite often students with disabilities, I was talking with Lucas on our drive down here, being in a place where you really overemphasize some of your other skills. You may not have the same skills in terms of being able to write a perfect sentence or a brilliant paragraph with all the appropriate punctuation and every spelling word correct, or be able to do every math problem. But for myself, I tend to be very visual spatial, and I can sort of see problems and resolutions as well. Lucas, what are some of the ways you consider yourself a bit more talented as opposed to falling into the norm? What are the things you do well?
Unique.
Some of the things that I do well, I can talk out my ideas very well. So if I have an essay that I'm having trouble with, I can go up to a teacher and speak the essay much better than I can actually write it out or type it out. So that's one of the things that I've used to get around my dysgraphia.
Strong verbal skills.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wow.